Alright, we're back with UltraMoon, and we have a cook-off or something. I don't know. So let's see. We last time we had kind of a pretty episode, just having a good time on the beach and not really accomplishing anything. I honestly don't expect to accomplish much in this one either. Also, this is, surprise surprise, a terrible matchup. Let's switch to Raku, who is an ideal matchup here. I do hope we can at least reach Hapu in this video, but who knows. He has two Pokémon. I assume Fly is going to destroy Execute anyways. Well, if he only had one Pokémon, I would be willing to... Oh, that's slightly bad. Otherwise, I would have gone with the C move. Though I think that might have still been a shorter animation. Okay, Yuri is level 42. Now I don't have to use her until everyone else has leveled up. Because that's how you do. Let's just C move this. That's not very nice. Also, that did a surprising amount of damage. Ribombi does have an acceptable special attack, and Bug Buzz is a pretty decent move, so shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Yuri hasn't had many chances to shine, mostly because her moveset right now is exactly one type of moves. And I really should rectify that at some point. I'm not really sure how though. But well, when the time comes, I'm sure she'll be the most valuable member of the team for, I don't know, like one fight. Alright, 3 of my Pokemon are now at level 42, so progress is being made. I mean, the trainers around here are still 4 or 5 levels higher, so... Oh, that was the last trainer, by the way. Yeah, last time I quit after checking that the mandatory fight all other trainers on the route person didn't consider myself to have done that. Oh god, I forgot. I remember that she had all the Oricorios, but oh god, they all have Focus Sash? That one I did forget. I expect this fight to be annoying and slow. But sure enough, I'm sure we can handle this. Damo is not the worst matchup. Wait, Damo is the worst matchup because I don't have rocks anymore. Damo doesn't really need those. That's 20 damage. Not exactly my favorite amount of damage taken. Okay, so let me think here. I regain 5 HP per turn as it is. A-Slash is a special move, so Iron Defense is not gonna help. But I could try to take these things all out with Damo. Confusing me could end up being a bad thing though, but other than that I don't see anything really stopping me here. So, oh, that's unfortunate. In preparation for the other Oricorios, which I assume will still honestly have just A-Slash and in general special attack, so I don't see it being useful, but well, I can just use it as a filler move to throw in here while nothing of value is happening. Like, I don't see any way these Oricorios could beat Damo even by accident. Especially if they're doing it like this, where they swap between A-Slash and Teeter Dance, and Teeter Dance happens to be on the Protect turn. There's really nothing they can do. Speaking of being unable to do anything, this Oricorio is toast. So this is definitely the least interesting way to do a battle, but I think considering the amount of difficulty I had in this fight originally, I think I want to kind of take this time to show... Oh, Revelation Dance. That did a lot of damage. So much for my hopes of demo soloing here. Unless I can get rest off in time, but I doubt it. I figured this might be a decent time to kind of showcase what demo with basically the final moveset can do. Speaking of the final moveset though, my original plan was to replace Protect with Light Screen whenever I got it. But the problem is I never got it. I thought that it was a tutor move from the 4th beach, but the 4th beach doesn't actually have anything like that, so yeah, I don't get it. Apparently it's in Hair City's Pokémon, like you can just buy it there pretty casually, and that just makes me think like, okay, if that's the case, if that's the case, why didn't I get it? And I might have even got it. But now that I think about it, that would be a pretty niche move to be using here. Also, Icicle Speed is gonna go right through dumb moves like Focus Sash. Not that Focus Sash is a move. So if I get lucky here, I can actually take this thing out in one hit. Not gonna get lucky, but you can always hope. No, and Yuki is gonna go down here. So, but yeah. So, Light Screen definitely would have its uses, especially in this fight, since these are special attackers, go figure. But it's not a permanent thing that sticks around, and that's kind of bad. And also, a bad thing here is the fact that most of my remaining team is weak to birds, and yeah, kinda don't like that. Still is gonna be enough to take this out, right? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I almost want to keep Protect at least for now. I will keep Light Screen in mind for future battles that might require me to do some specific things to actually deal with it. But I think I'd rather have great issues beating this Oricorio apparently. Okay, one more. And it is the blue one, the one that we haven't seen before this. I think I want to start with Thunder Wave, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna live this. I should have gone with Protect first and see if it swaps to Teeter Dance. That would have at least given me a chance. First impression is not very effective. I think Hippo can't take a hit well enough. How do I deal with this? Can Fluffy take a hit from it? A bit on the iffy side about that. I mean, I can definitely do some decent damage on this thing, but that assumes Fluffy can even take a hit. Fluffy can barely take a hit. And that's not enough to take it out. Someone else has to also take a hit if I want to beat this. And I think my best bet for that is Ippo, but I have to have Ippo go in last, because otherwise he loses more than half of its HP and everything is sad. So what is Fluffy's special defense? 63. Ippo is 93. That's a bit iffy, but I do have Sucker Punch. I have Sucker Punch. Wait, no. Let's actually go with Ippo then. Because that should be a pretty safe priority move I get in. There. Goodbye. So I assume Ippo could have maybe lived that. And then I could have gotten a second shot in if that didn't KO. Despite how it seemed, that was honestly kind of a close fight. And also I got Focus Sash. That could definitely be something that comes in handy eventually. In those later battles where I am hopelessly outclassed and I'm still refusing to grind and use items in battle. So definitely keeping that in mind. I should also probably check if it still disappears entirely if you use it in-game, but I think they've stopped doing that. Because that's, frankly speaking, a terrible way of doing actual valuable in-game items. Like, you use them, and then they're gone. Like, berries are one thing, they are not valuable, I guess, I would say. Okay. We are finally meeting with Hapu. This is not really the meeting with Hapu I was thinking of, though I kind of forgot that we do meet her right here. And I see that sticker. Wow, at this point I'm starting to realize that I've gone from noting that I see that sticker compared to what I did in Sun, where I always noted the green sparklies of Zygarde. Lily livered. That's a good phrase. Also, I'm pretty sure it doubles as a pun considering Lily and Yuri. What? Okay. Alright, we're headed for the ruins. So wait, I don't get... Okay, no, do I get Machamp right now? Oh, it seems I get it later. I see you lurking. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you lurk. But I see you. And actually I think you're Nanu. No, you're just random old person. Ah, yes. How did you guess? Because you're a creepy stalker? Is that it? Okay, so we do get Machamp here. Probably want to go and backtrack eventually for all the few places that have Machamp blocks so far. I can only think of one right now, but I'll keep that in mind. For next time at least, I need to... This is the kind of stuff I don't feel like doing on my own. So I'll just look up online and see where they are, and next time I can probably start with that and probably not show any of it because it's not interesting. Okay, so going to ignore everything that just happened there and go and explore the general vicinity of this area. Did this place used to have a building? Feel like it must have. There's books. Pokémon Pop Psychology Quiz. You're starving but you have absolutely no food. Then a slowpoke comes along and offers you its tail. What do? Sour. You chose make it into jerky. That means you're a jerk, person. Your lucky item is a pair of swanky sunglasses. Gotcha. Not even going to bother with the other options. I very doubt there's anything of value to be found in that dialogue. It had its chance to impress me and it failed. And this goes to the in a yard. I almost missed that. Wow. And when I say I almost missed that, I mean I didn't actually miss it at all because I found it immediately. So I should probably just shut up. Oh, you were able to just walk into the backyard from there. You didn't even need to... Yes? What do you want? Oh, I forgot that's a thing. Like, completely. Huh. I forgot that I found a letter back then. Letter. Okay, what is going on? You did not look like that, like, way back. Like, how old is you? How old is you? Another heart scale. I'm glad I'm getting heart scales because I will need those before the Pokémon League, and I would rather not spend time grinding for this stuff. So, do you guys seriously just have a tour to the outside here? Like, you do realize you could have made an apartment that has doors on the inside, right? You do realize that. Oh boy, it's a wild Pokemon. And it's another Inkay. I already met one off screen before I started recording. It sure is an Inkay. I don't know, I like Inkay. Malamar not so much. At least in the looks department. Honestly, talking about the anime, I really like the dumb Malamar subplot that kind of gave up, basically. Like, there was a nice subplot happening where a random Malamar from space or some shit was set up to be an almost like a legitimate villain, and then the game kinda gave up. And can I please get away? No, I need to die to this Pelipper here. Well, if its only offensive move is Spit Up, I don't think it's going to kill me. It did deal me 9 damage though. Okay, am I allowed to go up? Signs point to a resounding no. Is there a reason this exists? Apparently yes. What about this side? Yeah. And I found another sticker I apparently missed. So what's your excuse? Okay, I need permission. Wow, that's good. Probably be using this more. Okay, so let's grab this real quick. And we're up to 87. I wonder if it's possible to get a full 90 before you do the next trial. I would have to assume you can't. Can I get into that grass from here? No, it's from the outside. Before I head there, though, I figure I should go this way and presumably get blocked off, because that's leading to the battle tree or whatever. Alright, Raymond, what do you have? Turtonator. You know, that's a Gen 7 Pokemon and I've already forgotten that it even exists, so... Yeah, rare is right. That sure is rare. Let's see if Damo can handle it. Stall is always a viable option. And let's see. Body Slam, it's a physical attacker, alright. It's not gonna be able to beat Damo then. And in fact, I feel like Damo is going to be very able to just heal himself up eventually here. So I don't even need to use protects, at least not yet. The paralysis is a bit of a worry though. Well, there it is. So whatever, too late to cry over grilled turtle milk. What? Alright, so that's one defense up. I don't know what his second Pokemon is, so I'm just gonna tank up to the very limit and then it can't beat me anymore. I mean, it can't beat me as it is, but the next Pokemon can't really beat me either if it's a physical attacker. It has Shell Smash. That changes everything. And by everything I mean not really anything at this point, because even that defense boost is not gonna blast through my shield at this point. Turtonator is one turn away from death, I think, so protect and you're cooked. Let's see. It might still barely live, maybe, probably not. Don't see that happening. Let's see. Well, if I use protect now, it's a 50-50 chance I'm not taking any damage. Well, that's one way to have it die. Just smash its shell even further and then it dies. I'll take it. That's better than I expected. Rampa, huh? I'm kind of okay with Rampa. It's also kind of forgettable in many ways. But it's also a special attacker, so this could be a threat. And it can flinch. Lovely. I need to get the toxic off. I don't even care about trying to play it safe right now. Like, I should be going with protect, but I wanted to get a thing off and I can't anymore, so Damo is now a terrible matchup. Yuki, get in there and just spear this thing. Grandpa Drampa is about to go Dampa. I've got nothing. Yeah, get speared. I want to say this thing has decent physical defense though, or rather it has like decent defenses on both ends, I want to say. Of course it gets the paralysis off. I was about to say that since Dragon Breath does paralyze. Of course it gets it. Why wouldn't it? Also, why did I go with Icicle Spear? Because I'm pretty sure I hit 2 times. So if I hit 2 times again, I'm not gonna necessarily KO it. Whereas Ice Punch would have been a sure kill. Bad gameplay. But whatever. It worked out. Surprised how much Yuki is getting use. Or rather, how useful it's being. Okay. That's Raymond dealt with. Nobody loves you, so let's heal up. And what's my full heal situation? It isn't. That's bad. Okay, let's switch Ippo to the lead. And let's head this way. I expect the game to block me in about 7 more seconds, but at least I'll get that. 2 more to go. Yeah, you have to be at least a champion here. Oh, these champion blockades never made any sense. I'm 100% certain that every single trainer beyond that point is not a champion. But speaking of that, I'm trying to think if there's an extra trial on this island. The logical place to have one is of course in in the Executor Island. So at least that's nice. Okay, so you're presumably a trainer. Gonna deal with you in just a second. Scald. Does anything learn it? Because Scald could be pretty nice. Alright, I forgot I got a pile of these. Wait a second. Damo gets Calm Mind. It does get something that can boost its special defense endlessly. Ooh. Gotta keep that in mind. If I can give it something that can hit everything. Huh. Okay, well, Ippo does get it. Does it want it? Not with that special attack, it doesn't. Moving on. Yeah, I need to keep that in mind. Because it also boosts my special attack, so if I can get it a decent offensive move, a special move, it might actually even be useful. Oh, right, there's wild Pokemon in here. Dragalge. That's new and worrisome, except it's slower than life itself, so shouldn't be a problem fleeing from it. No, apparently I was wrong. Ippo can't flee from it. Ippo also took 0 damage out of it, so... well... more like 1 and a 0. So that's a total of many. Are all these rippling ones Dragalges? Because I'm afraid they might be. Also, what was the level on this thing? 47? Okay, well this one is at least 41. The other one might have been as well, and that's much hurtier. Can you please let me leave? Wouldn't want to disturb your daily life. Okay, I don't like where this is going. Is it a Skrelp? Wait, no, Skrelp is the crab. Or lobster. Or whatever. Who cares? Same animal. Is that... okay. It almost looked like it could have been a TM. It wasn't. Okay, that was just kind of a shortcut. Well, I wouldn't really call it a shortcut, but you know what I mean. I do need to heal Ippo up before battle. Not that I'm fighting this guy. I'm gonna walk over there, presumably. Oh, that's... okay, dude. I wonder if I had kept chasing it properly, would it have actually spotted me or kept running away? Or did it disappear in behind there? Okay, Sightseer Jamie. Sandshrew. Okay, well I have a Sandslash that's super effective against you. If I had Scald, this would be a good matchup. I mean, it's... let's be real, it's a Sandshrew. It's not exactly a threat, except it's faster. And it dealt 2 damage. All of which I healed back up. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm doubtful this Sandshrew is gonna be much of a threat. Oh no, it's... I was thinking of making some kind of Darude related joke, but no, I don't think that's necessary. Also, I'm pretty sure I just missed. So that means this thing has Sandveil or whatever the thing is called. So in Sandstorm I have a 20% chance of missing. Slightly annoying. I'm mostly worried that she has a Sandslash next. Persian. Now, whatever you say, man. Ma'am. Let's just keep on leech lifing, I guess. Stab, decent healing, all that good stuff. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Wow, I'm back at full health, minus the sandstorm. If it's going for the offensive option, I can sucker punch it out now. Simple enough. And it boys 42. Nice. That leaves just Fluffy in terms of getting a level up. Then the entire team will be 42 or above. Well, I didn't take any meaningful damage, so let's just carry on. This is where I came from, presumably. This is a mildly useless section, but I think the trainers with Surf appear there eventually. Oh, this could be actually a good matchup for Yuri, and it's going for Fluffy instead. Swimmer Derek. I take that back. It would have been a terrible matchup like every other fight. Instead, this is looking like a matchup for Yuki instead. But it looks like Fluffy might be able to take care of this by being faster than Dragalge somehow, even though I had problems fleeing from it with Ippo. But that does mean I wasn't wrong about it being slower than Sin. Also, that poison was very unfortunate. Okay, well, I would send in Yuki, but I did say that Yuki is at a higher level, so I can finish it up with Ippo here. Am I actually faster than this thing? With Sucker Punch I will if it uses an offensive move, but I kinda want to see. No, Ippo is actually slower. Huh. Also that's bad. Going with the Sucker Punch then. Really? Really? Isn't that nice? Wow. Okay, Raku, you're up. Raku is faster than this, so it should be easily taking it out in one hit. Steel Wing should be enough. Steel Wing was enough. Not sure if crit mattered, but there we go. Okay. I need to heal my team, because that fight went way worse than I hoped. So, revive Fluffy. I'm just gonna give a full restore to Ippo, who cares. And then a max potion to Fluffy and we're good to go. That might have been the last trainer though, so... there's that. Huh, figured there might be something there. Okay. So I just need to walk down here and plot will ensue. There's nothing in there. No, Nebu is not going to return to normal. Tapu Fini is still Tapu Fine. You do that. Okay, moving on. That was deep plot and all that. Oh right, I can now do block pushing puzzles. Block pushing puzzles. I don't remember if she actually said anything along those lines, but that reminds me there's stones in each of these places, so but I know I don't have to bother going there. They don't have anything of value. So those are just post-game only, so... I think I just pushed this. Also, if I remember correctly, this is the last place in this game of these 4, so this has the hardest puzzle, yet you do this first. Like, it's basically mandatory that you do so. But yeah, that was an excessively simple puzzle. So that doesn't bode well for the other puzzles. Okay. So, is Hapu already Kahuna, or is Hapu going to become Kahuna? Is my question. Okay, you go do that. I'm gonna just sleep here. Capricious. That's a good word. I have no idea what that actually means. Oh, Hapu was there all along. What a twist. So, what you doing? Considering it's the same cutscene as before, I assume she's becoming the Kahuna. Yeah, seems about right. Unless, yeah, okay, no twist is found here, folks. It's the same stuff as always. Alright, so... Yeah, we were watching. I like watching you guys, what? Yeah, sure, that's so impressive. Wait, your grandfather was the Kahuna, and your grandmother said that she and the horse lost to the Kahuna constantly? So does that mean that... Huh. That's fair enough, honestly. Of course, we're going to the ultra dimension or whatever. I know we go there, and I assume that has been decently expanded, so that's where all the new content is gonna be, and the post game, of course. Oh, right. I didn't get... Right, I didn't get both flutes. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Okay, that's fair enough. Now, if we could fly away back to Seafolk Island, and apparently we're dealing with Mina instead of random no-name person number 37, so... That's nice. And at this point it's starting to look like I honestly have a pretty decent episode ready. I got about as far in as I expected, reaching the Hapu and all that. So, yeah, I'm pretty glad about that, so let's finish this cutscene and then I guess we'll be done. It was a pretty short one, relatively speaking, but I think it's a good spot to stop since I don't know what lurks in Executor Island. My guess is that it still contains many Executors. Did Mina have something to say? I said I would quit at that cutscene, but I guess I'll do it here. Really? Nano is looking up both of them. To find the flute is where we need to go. Oh, the chief still exists. And he's still randomly just kind of standing up there. Lovely. So a random note I don't think I brought up anyway in this video is that I didn't go and do Mantine surfing off screen yet because I didn't really have any time. Okay. Yeah, you wait here. Huh. Really? No, that's not right. Lily used to come with you, and I presume the game doesn't have like a split path or anything here. So there's something new here, because previously there was the very lengthy cutscene of us talking in the rain with Lily. So that's definitely something new. Wow, I have something to almost look forward to. That is probably less plot, since... Okay, this is Pokémon. They're not adding anything new here. They're removing content from here. Since I don't really care about the story that much, I'm honestly kind of okay with this. But content is still content. Yeah, this used to be a trial site, huh? Somehow I have a feeling that this is in fact a trial ground right now. Anyways, next time we're gonna be dealing with the Executor Island and doing some executoring. Bye.